Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can download a mind-boggling collection of very high-quality vector graphics and images today. Vector graphics, images, and clip art for your blogs, website, and many other online publications, for your advertisement campaigns, book illustrations, magazines, newspapers, business presentations, and so forth. Vector graphics for your design studio. If you are a designer yourself, you will easily create awesome logos, cool banner ads, animated GIFs, 2D cartoons, and so much more. You will build your brand with our pre-made templates. So it's another beautiful day here at Henry 9 Graphics Studios. We would like you to give us a few minutes so that we can explain to you guys what our collections are all about. So we're gonna provide you a little bit more of information about this stuff. So let's take a look. Once you have placed an order, you will be forwarded to this page here, our thank you page, where we have published our gratitude message and the instructions you need to go to the next step. So you quickly go through this stuff and locate the download link below here. You can see it right here. You click through it. Wait for a few seconds for the page to load. And voila, here we are. Henry 9 Graphics Universal Collections. Every vector graphic, clip art, or image you could ever need. Every known topic, category, or subject matter is covered here. We would also like to let you know that if there are some topics of your own interest that are not covered here, please let us know as soon as possible by dropping us an inbox. Alright, so let's take a short dive into our collections. Our first topic of choice here is everyday occupations, careers, and professions. Please be aware that there is no special criteria which is used to rank these topics. They are just random subjects. This is just basically the most common jobs people do in their day-to-day lives. You know, it's just work. I remember one day my grandmother told me that when she was at the university, college education was very cheap, that during her off-campus month she would work cleaning other people's homes and fill tanks of vehicles at the gas stations. After that, she would have saved enough for the coming semester. She would have more than enough funds for her catering, accommodation, as well as tuition fees for the entire academic year. Those good olden days are long gone now. We live in this nightmare of the 21st century where college fees cost you an arm and a leg. To cut the story short, my grandmother asked me whether the cleaning and scrubbing work she was doing at the time of her youth should be called quote-unquote profession or occupation. That got me thinking really hard, you know. When someone scrubs other people's bathrooms to survive, that can't be called a career because they didn't study for it, and maybe call it some sort of profession because it requires skills to do it right, and fairly call it an occupation because that's what she has been doing for a while. I told her it's just work, that's all she ever did. I don't have special expertise in grammar. I am not an English language professor. I am not an Englishman. I wasn't born in England. Neither have I ever lived in that country or anywhere near that ancient land of the Angles and the Saxons. So let's take a look at the examples you will find here in this category: everyday occupations, careers, and professions. We have collection in the medical field. These are professions in the medical field such as doctors, nurses, surgeons, vets, and so much more. We have collections in the law enforcement. These are professional law enforcement such as police officers, traffic police, lawyers, judges, and so much more. You have got cops everywhere patrolling the streets, neighborhoods, the cafes, the highways, and throwing bad people into jail. We have professions in agriculture and farming. These are professions in agriculture and farming such as farmers, herders, and farm animals, everything related to the countryside. And we also have professions in the fire industry, occupations in the fire department such as firefighters, fire response teams. Every day we see firefighters out in the opens fighting monster bushfires. I mean really huge and fierce fires. They manage to control dangerous fires that consume entire forests and neighborhoods, yet they continue to risk their lives every day to go out and confront this formidable enemy. These guys are real heroes, man. I should have been one of them. Maybe you like going out to shoot some photos or video. Photography and filming business are among the most marketable careers of the 21st century. So these are professions and careers that are related to the photography and filming business. The next collection subject is craftsmanship, and these are occupations in skilled craftsmanship such as carpentry, sculpting, painting, poetry, and so much more. I made a painting. I made a painting of the famous Mona Lisa and placed it on the wall of my room, and she was very beautiful. I could not take my eyes off her. Remember a time when Napoleon, who was once master of Europe, kidnapped Mona Lisa and kept her hostage in his bedroom for many years before she was liberated and handed back to the people who loved her more. We all know the story, of course. It was because she was a masterpiece that she became the admiration of the whole world. She was a product of great craftsmanship. These are some of the examples you'll find in this category. So we move on to our next category, which is popular sports. These are vectors that are related to sports or sporting activities. We have subgroups also. For instance, ball games, sports that are usually entails ball games such as football, basketball, volleyball, handball, tennis, hockey, and so forth. Ball games are the most popular kind of sports in the whole world. The availability of balls and the ease of learning to play makes them very popular. Some may be a little difficult to learn at first, though. We have sports, athletics, and Olympic sports. Sports that are athletic in nature and those that are common in the Olympics arena, such as 100 meters dash, relay race, marathon, long jump, high jump, javelin, shot put, pole vault, discus, and so much more. We have fighting and wrestling sports. These are sports that require special fighting or wrestling skills such as boxing, karate, judo, taekwondo, kendo, fencing, bullfighting, sumo wrestling, and so much more. Maybe you are some kind of ninja or have some great fighting skills. We have something you may like. We have racing sports. Racing sports. These are popular racing sports such as horse racing, cycling, motorsport, MotoGP, the Formula One, and so much more. We have snow and ice sports. The sports that take place only in the snowy or icy regions of the world, such as snowboarding, alpine skiing, ice skating, ice hockey, cross country skiing, and so much more. We have extreme sports, sports that are extremely dangerous, of which only a few enthusiasts dare to venture into them. These include wingsuit flying, skydiving, rock climbing, abseiling, mountain biking, bull riding, bungee jumping, and so much more. So those are some of the subtopics we have in sports and other sports, popular sports. So we move to our next topic, which is fitness and exercise. um, Fitness and exercise is also another topic we have in our collection. Maybe you want to do some bodybuilding or just want to go to the gym to do some exercises to get a six-pack or get ripped and show off your abs and muscles to your friends, the biceps and the triceps. So awesome. Maybe you want to spend your afternoon jogging on the beach or just jogging around the neighborhood. Is also some kind of sport. You can say to yourself, maybe let me check on my weight. I'm getting a little concerned about my weight. You go to the scales and you start weighing yourself. Also part of fitness training and awareness program. Maybe you are having a little bit of back pain, stiff neck, or aching joints and want to stretch away the pain. You can just stretch and stretch and stretch. You get onto an exercise ball and flex out your muscles a little bit. Stretch until you hear your bones crack. You can just stretch and stretch until you get fit. Or maybe you want to do a little bit of push-ups or pull-ups. Still part of exercise. You also have plenty of yoga and yoga exercises. If you are an expert in yoga, it's also there's still some vectors we have in our collection. So that's it for sports. We have much more. You can look into it once you have our package. So we go to our next topic, which is business and business success. After many years of hard work prospecting for gold in the Atacama Desert, we finally strike a vast deposit of pure gold on the mountain. Time to sit back and now relax in a bathtub full of green notes. Money also grows on trees. Time to pick the fruits of thy labor and enjoy your good time. When the economy is going through a time of enormous boom, nearly every business in the country seems to be making lots of profits. There seems to be no one lagging behind. Everything seems to be okay. So these are just samples we have picked for the topic of business and success. So we return back to our next topic, which is our feelings and emotional expressions. Everybody has the breaking point. Sometimes when you push someone too hard, they will definitely react in a negative way. When they have had enough and can't take in anymore, they will breathe fire. Be careful not to push others to the edge, otherwise they will burn with rage and set you on fire. Feelings and emotional expressions. Um, However, I have a boss that is always angry at me all the time, always complaining, saying that I never do anything right. He is always yelling at me, screaming at me, shouting commands at me. His personal opinion is that everything I do is bad. He genuinely feels that he has the right to torment me as he pleases. Well, I would like to let you know that we all have bad bosses who are ill tempered. They have got absolutely no control over their feelings and don't care what they say to others or people underneath them. They turn the workplace into a living hell. These are subtopics, examples of vectors under the topic of feeling and emotional expressions. We have other that represents other kind of feeling. Hey little sister, be aware of people that offer you generous gifts online. Do not think that you have fallen in love. There is no love on the web. Do not let your feelings dilute your common sense. Internet trolls don't care about relationships. When there is a bad-tempered bully in the neighborhood who is lashing out at anyone who crosses his path, life becomes a misery for everyone. Oh, get over here, boy, I'm gonna break your bones. We have a lot of ill-tempered and violent and aggressive folk in our families all over the world. This is an extreme expression of emotions. Remember that first night out when Juliet met Romeo, the sweet words they uttered to one another. Oh man, so memorable, so beautiful. Even donkeys have breaking points when they are extremely tired and can't take any more luggage onto their back. They will give you a taste of their hooves. Oh yeah, get to know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of the punches. No way, you are not getting onto my back. No, no, no. You are not putting that junk onto my back. You should first test my feet. A donkey kick so wonderful. Animals also have feelings, you should remember. The joy of a mother lifting her child for the first time, such a precious little lamb, so cute, so cute. Oh, baby, don't cry. Milk is coming soon to you, but it is also okay to quench your anger with tears of sorrow. What do you fear more than seeing ghosts in the middle of the night? Though an unpleasant feeling, it is necessary for every human being to survive, an essential part of life. Fear it is universal. Oh, look at that! A dead animal in the middle of the desert. It's probably been dead for days now. A decaying matter with flies and other filthy bugs buzzing over the carrion. Even vultures always find time to inspect their food before ingesting. Food hygiene is important, lest you get diarrhea and dysentery. You have received news that you have been promoted. It's time to celebrate. Your peers are so happy for you. They throw you up into the air like a volleyball, a moment of jubilation. So these are examples of emotional expressions we have given. They cover subtopics like anger, love. We have anger here, love here, and resentment here. This dog is so frustrated that it's time to pay a man that has been making him a beast of burden for so many years a payback. Let him feel what it is like to be an animal and carrying the heavy load all the time, and not him. So this is an emotional expression of resentment, and we have joy, we have sorrow, sadness, we have fear, great fear, and disgust. This is an emotional expression of disgust, and jubilation or celebration or party, whatever you call it, is the same thing. So these are some of the examples we have given of feelings and emotional expressions. We go to our next topic, which is our web buttons and icons. This one is self-explanatory. You know exactly what it means. These are buttons you would commonly find on the web, such as social media icons, download buttons, common symbols, and so much more. And we go to our next topic, which is agriculture and farming. Remember, we mentioned this subject before in the previous category of careers and professions, but we mentioned agriculture as a one small subtopic under everyday occupations, careers, professions. But here we have agriculture. We are going to move into details. But here we are going to dig deeper into the subject a little more, so that we can cover steps or some topics under agriculture and farming that were not covered in the occupations. We can take, for example, you want some milk, a steak, maybe you want some milk here, you want some steak from the cows or from the other animals we keep, and some eggs. Probably want some eggs, fresh or roast fried. You want some chicken? Yeah, I want some Kentucky fried chicken and a roast turkey, maybe chicken or a turkey, whatever you take for you, depending on your appetite. um, you want some honey, you are welcome to drink yourself to the full. Though I'm allergic to a bee sting, I hate bees because they're quite dangerous, but I like honey. That sweet nectar they produce is a life essential for every human being. Maybe you want some pork. Know in some cultures people don't eat pork, but I am okay with it. um, we got plenty of animal skins, the hides, and how can you have warm clothing when you have got no wool? On our farm we have thousands of merino sheep whom we shear all year round. They provide us with plenty of soft, tender wool, which you use, of course, for our clothes, sweaters. Our farm, our small countryside farm, is full of riches. You want a paddy field, you want to grow some rice, and then you go to Vietnam. They have the best rice paddy fields in the whole world. Oh, Vietnam, here I come to grow some rice. So those are some examples we are given in agriculture and farming. Okay, we will move on to our next topic here, which is people with their pets. uh, People with their pets. Dogs are better than cats when it comes to loyalty, but cats are more preferable than dogs when it comes to the responsibility required to maintain their healthy lives. Dogs are more expensive than cats, but dogs are more of a friend to the human because they are easy to teach and to give instructions, so that they can get something done for you. They are more reliable and they get to do more important tasks. uh, dogs Dogs still remain the pet of choice. Nevertheless, every evening millions of people take their dogs out for a walk, which is a pleasant experience for man and his best friend. There may be incidences where people keep dangerous pets such as the big cats, I mean the wild cats, the likes of the lions, the cheetahs, the tigers, and the grizzly bears. It is highly recommended that if you get a cat or a dog, then settle for it. There is no need to keep dangerous reptiles in your home. Snakes, lizards, spiders, or scorpions are not good for the family home. They belong in the wild. They are not pets. Do not keep anything in your house that is not a dog or a cat and call it a pet. It may be quite dangerous. We move on to our next topic, which is weather and climate. Weather and climate, we have common weather and climatic conditions such as rain, sunshine, wind, snowfall, frost, and also the more extreme conditions such as thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, heat waves, floods, and so forth. We move on to our next topic, which is education and academics. These are basically self-explanatory things to do with school, books, studying, learning, and so much more. We have charts and infographics. If you're a fellow that likes explaining yourself in terms of charts and maybe graphs or data, this we have a sample collection for you can use in your presentations. We have next category, which is logo design templates. The most ideal way of getting a brand logo is to have a designer do it from scratch with your custom specifications so that it would represent your brand identity in the best way possible. That is the usual way things get done. However, such methods are quite lengthy and very difficult to undertake. With our package, you get quick access to numerous samples. You can start working with them right away. There is no need to wait for weeks or even months. We go to our next topic, which is colorful backgrounds, like patterns or single colors you can use in your design. You have holidays and out of season. Everyone wants to spend a part of their lives relaxing on a beautiful island in the Pacific or in the Indian Ocean. Maybe there's some sort of paradise island in the Atlantic Oceans. You save as much as you can so that one day you can go on a holiday for a month or even a year, depending with your budgets. A place where you can cool off the afternoon heat on a hammock, just sleep off the fatigue. Or you can just let your kids build some sand castles on the pristine beaches that are so beautiful. Or spend some time camping out in the wilderness, out in the remote countryside. It's still some part exciting holiday expeditions. So we move on to our next topic of choice, which is prehistoric peoples and creatures. These are the prehistoric folks, the cavemen, the creatures, the saber-toothed cats, the mammoth, the dinosaurs, people, things that lived before our modern day humans got to live the earth. The ice age creatures that were once roamed the planet hundreds of thousands of years ago. Then we have fruits and vegetables. We have all kinds of fruits and vegetables, citrus fruits and or other fruits. We have sea creatures, the fish, the whales, the mammals and the fish, all living creatures in the sea. We have put them here. We have land animals. These are both the domestic and the wild as well. These are animals that are on land or they live on land. And then our next topic of choice is birds, beautiful birds of feather. Some of the birds of the air are very beautiful, like the ones that are native to the jungles of South America. With their dazzling colors, they mesmerize everyone that gets to look at them for the first time. When Christopher Columbus first set foot on South American soil, and got to look at the beautiful birds that lived in its jungles. He was greatly amazed. All his life he had never seen such heavenly beauty. That's when he famously said, "I am certain that I have seen the Garden of Eden." He thought that he was in the fabled Garden of Eden because the birds were so pretty. He was so moved, he had no choice. He had no other words to describe his feelings other than to say those words. So that is our topic of birds. We have other like birds, commonly used tools, objects, and equipments, amusement parks and playgrounds, celebration and public events, grooming and personal hygiene, environmental issues, flora, vegetation, landscapes, communication technology, multiculturalism, politics, food and drinks, social issues, daily hazards, housekeeping, history and archaeology, tribal art, popular entertainment, Arabia and Middle East, robotics, science, and science technology. There is plenty more you can look at. Just to take your time to go through them. Once you have logged into this page, for now we are not going to describe the tiny little details of every subject matter in this collection. So that's the end of our description. We are not going to go any further. We just gave you examples of what you are likely to find in this collection. I would also like to remind you that transactions are not done on our website, but instead on some of the most popular affiliate networks on the web. For now, the only payment options available are PayPal and credit card. You would like to keep in mind that we are continually adding more payment options, which are going to come soon. We are starting to add more options, which will make the checkout experience a quick breeze for our customers. Apart from the major credit cards, which are already accepted by popular payment gateways, cards in the likes of American Express, Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, JCB, Discover, Bank and Wire Transfer, PaySafe Card, ACH, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Masterpass, Skrill, Visa, Checkout, Alipay, and Union Pay. Some of these payments are not available yet, but they will be available soon, and we're working to add more and more so that it can be an easy checkout experience for our customers. We also have a little bit of affiliate information. If you wish to tell somebody or your friend or anybody you talk to about us, once you place an order, you are automatically approved as an affiliate team member, and all that's left for you to do is to go onto our Warrior Plus login into your account, or create one if you don't have, and start posting links right away. You are free to promote us anywhere on the internet, on your blog, on your website, on your social media fan page, in your email list, anywhere. Tell your fans and friends about us so they would give a try of our product. Some of you have lots of fans and followers out there on the social media. We offer a generous 80% instant, really instant affiliate commissions for every conversion. We do care greatly about our affiliates and do not like making them wait. You get your commissions in your account the very hour you bring a customer, instantly. Everything here works at a lightning speed. There are no delays. uh, all right. uh, that's all we have got for you today. Just remember that we are continually adding more content as time goes by. This is not the end of the road. We are continually adding more content every week to make your design experience more of a breeze and more of fun. And so remember to stay updated. Cheers, fellas, and I wish you good luck in your design experience.